What are your thoughts about Septiplier?
Oh God.
I mean, what are people expecting me to say? Septiplier is a weird thing, because it started off as me and Mark just being good friends. And then it was kind of just like a buddy-buddy kind of thing, and we were all happy and everything. And then people took it way too fucking far. And not that, like, people who ship Septiplier didn't ruin me and Mark's relationship, which I've seen a lot of people talk about as well. That didn't happen. It wasn't, Septiplier didn't ruin me and Mark's friendship or anything like that, so don't feel too bad about it, please. That I hated seeing people do that, and then other people were attacking others saying, you fucking ruined their friendship because of Septiplier, which wasn't the case. Like, don't be dicks to each other. It was just a case of, like, the homosexual side of Septiplier that kind of got a bit out of control. And then even when me and Mark had said, like, please don't do that. We're, like, we don't mind Septiplier, but please don't draw us, like, fucking each other. Then people went ahead anyway, and they're like, oh, but it's so cute, look! Like, that was directly going against what we had said. Like, even from the start, we had made it perfectly clear that that was not a case. In regards to shipping anything, when it became, like, super vulgar and super gratuitous, that it was kind of like, okay, now you're kind of crossing the line. And then people started role-playing and writing all these fan fictions about it that kind of seemed to go against anything that we had thought about or had said. At this rate, as far as I'm concerned, Septiplier is pretty much dead. Which a lot of people are going to be like, oh no, all the fans are crying out. But I mean, come on. At some point we have to grow up and be like, yeah, this kind of went a bit too far. I think everyone involved in that kind of knows that at this point. Otherwise you wouldn't be talking about it, and otherwise you wouldn't be asking about these types of questions. But as far as, like, the pictures of just me and Mark, like, hanging out and being, like, good friends and everything, those were awesome. I love that. That was cool. It's just some people had to shit in the swimming pool. Some people were just peeing in the swimming pool, and that's fine because everyone pees in the swimming pool. But somebody had to come in and take a big old shit and then ruin the swimming pool for everybody. Is that a good analogy? I don't know. And I don't want to make it sound super harsh or anything, but there's sometimes when I say these things and then people go ahead with it anyway, and they're like, oh, well, he could have meant this, but I mean, at some point it's kind of nice to just say it outright and say it straight. I still love you guys. Don't worry. I don't hate anybody who did that kind of stuff. And I don't condemn anybody or anything like that. It's just one of those things that went too far. So, not to say that you can't still, like, talk about Septiplier or anything like that. It's just, sometimes, some things went a bit too far. Do you ship Amy-plier? Amy and Mark? I mean, that's the thing. They're a real couple. You don't really have to ship them one way or not. They're still a thing. With the Septiplier thing, it was like some people actually thought me and Mark were actually going to be a couple, which we said clearly, like, no, never going to happen. Like, why did anybody think that? And then it's a case of, like, real couples come along. It's like me and my girlfriend. Everyone's like, oh, I ship Septissue. It's like, well, we're an actual thing. It's not really a thing you have to ship yes or no on. And then it's not a thing that we don't need people's validation on it, whether they ship it or not. We're still going to be a couple. Like, it's the weirdest thing. It's one of those things that comes with, like popularity and an influence online kind of thing. It's just, it boggles my mind. To be honest, I see Septiplier as, we're amazing friends, not let's get married. Yeah, that's basically what it started out as.